teams playing the Cannons, and he's bailed them out.
Check out this matchup at the stripe. We thought it would be Kelly versus Kelly. Steven for Cannons is here. Tommy for Chaos is not. So it's Jerry Ragonese, the 35-year-old out of New Jersey, who steps in.
Yeah, he's a journeyman face-off specialist who knows the position really well. The key for Ragonese today is to win the face-offs cleanly because Stephen Kelly is an elite athlete.
They call him Bones, and he will win a lot of those loose balls. Looks like a wrestling match on the opening draw, and it's going to be Cannon's ball. Ragonese is physical.
He's physical, he's big, but I mentioned Kelly is a full-field lacrosse player.
First two-man offense in the league a month into this 2022 season after they led the PLL in that category each of the last 3 years. Kelly wins that face-off back to Matt Abbott, number 3 in blue. Syracuse class of 09 gets
your hometown.
Yeah.
It's good to be back.
It's great. And it's great to see how nice it is in the summer again. We don't get enough love for how beautiful the summers are here. You know, like mid-70s, the sun is shining.
Yesterday it was in the high 80s.
It was toasty. Gets up to 100 sometimes here.
The people in the Midwest, always very inviting.
Number 1. Oh, come in, have some tater tot hot dish. You betcha.
This is something to watch right now because Stephen Kelly on the escape, you see the speed, right? If he wins that draw, it's going to be tough for Ragonese to match the athleticism. The good thing for Ragonese is he's smart enough to find some counters as the game matures. These two have together, it's unmatched.
All right, what are we watching on this face-off, Kark?
The hand speed of Ragonese right there. He won that draw, right? Like I mentioned earlier, he can win the draws. But when he's on the stripe, if that ball flushes out 10, 15 yards, heavy advantage to Stephen Kelly. That was a great...
2 goals in 17 ticks for Josh Byrne. Made his PLL season debut last week. He was 0 for 7 shooting. Today he's 2 for 3 in the first quarter. Cannons chase down the faceoff. Scooped up by Holden Garland. Drenner. Now we don't see Lyle Thompson at attack for Cannons. Let's go back down to Chantel.
Yeah, you might know.
In the same motion.
Ragonese wins another for Chaos. Here he comes. Oh, Jerry Ragonese! The Superman goal for the face-off guy.
Are you kidding me, Jerry Ragonese? He loves the sport of lacrosse. He loves facing off, grinding it out, takes it himself. The Cannons do not respect Ragonese as a shooter. And to be quite honest, why would you go off of Josh Byrne or Chris Cloutier to stop Jerry Ragonese? But he continues going north-south, and he finds pay dirt, and he's banged up.
I don't think he's actually hurt. I think he's just celebrating like he's an old man. He's 35 years old. He says, I'm still spry.
I love this. I absolutely love this story. There are depth issues at the stripe for the Chaos. No Tommy Kelly, no Max Adler. Where are you going to go? You going to ask CJ Costabile to do all the draws? No, you can't. So you have some faith in that guy right there, and he's giving you absolutely everything he's got.
A little extracurricular action after that Ragonese goal. Let's check in with Dave Pinciaro, our referee.
What do you got, Dave? I don't think he made the call there.
All right, so we got it. Josh Byrne, 22 for Chaos. Tyson Bell, 94 for Cannons, both a minute for unsportsmanlike. Here's Nolting is.
Tommy Kelly, no Max Adler. Where are you going to go? You going to ask CJ Costabile
Chantel with Ragonese.
Welcome back, and the old man can score right off the draw. Hey, you were saying you're the oldest guy out here this weekend. Hey, walk us through what happened there.
Kind of blacked out, ball was in my stick, ran straight, and really, Bonesy was on my backside. I throw a little bit of a twister, I got to get in with these Canadian guys. So hopefully that bought me a little bit of goodwill, and just all went in. Only took 13 years to get one.
You went and grabbed that ball. That was amazing. And now you're getting taped up. What's going on here?
Sometimes the bumper falls off on a race car. You just got to, it's a little spit and glue. You'll be right back out there, right back on the racetrack.
And for the record, guys, he said there's more where that came from, boys.
Great stuff, Chantel, as Asher Knowlting hits the pipe. That's so good.
That is just a beautiful situation as we see Lyle Thompson run. No, Max Adler. Where are you going to go? You going to ask CJ Costabile? Being the offense. Andy Towers is fired up.
You might
Why
injure
wouldn't
someone.
he be? Yep. A lot of people are saying chaos. Backs against the wall. 0-4. They're done. Well, the 35-year-old journeyman has something to say about it.
Ourselves, for us, we're a bunch of big, strong, athletic guys, force tempo, obviously understand tendencies, but, they have to beat us.
Good stuff from CJ Costabile. After that offsides, wiped off. The goal from Chase Frazier, still a 4-point lead for Chaos heading to the second quarter. Check out those live odds, bottom of your screen.
When he was out in the first quarter with that lower body injury, Trenner's another guy who can go to the box at the midfield. He can play attack, so now you have more versatility. That goal, actually, Trenner scored as a midfielder. There's that extra depth when you don't lose Lyle Thompson at attack.
Bubba Fairman wasting no time. Reardon has the stop. 10th save.
That's a joke.
Not going to get it done against 6'2", 210. Rookie out of High Point.
You know what I love about his game? Like, if you send help, you feel because of all the years he's played on that side of the field. So when you lose a guy, if Lyle Thompson, or you put two guys at the face-off stripe, and you think, oh, where's the depth? Bubba. Okay, so now we have Ian McKay at the stripe against Stephen Bones Kelly.
That's an easy win for Stephen Kelly.
What?
Pipe. The rules don't apply to some guys. We saw it yesterday with Will Manny. You don't think he has an angle. Adam Sharon-Lambetti, same thing. He's so smooth from that chaos. The interesting thing is the jamming of the inside. When you have your full allotment of players, the jamming of inside doesn't apply as much this week as it did 3 weeks ago when you didn't have Josh Byrne, right? When you didn't have Chris Cloutier. The rules are different today. The studs are goal by Lyle Thompson. It was all air.
It's a jump shot. Went parallel to the turf here at TCO. Jack Rowlett wins a face-off for Chaos. And Andy Towers uses that use it or lose it timeout.
So you look at that goal that we saw by Ragonese. It actually cost him, though, right? He came up, he hobbled his way to the sideline.
Look out, Rowlett might do the same thing, and he cashes in. It's a long pole goal off the face-off. Ragonese loving it.
Find a way. Challenge the men of chaos. That's what Andy Towers is going to do. Rowlett, traditionally not the long pole to take the face-off. That's CJ Costabile. But he wins it out front, and he stamps it. I'd have to think Jack Rowlett has taken a face-off or two in his time. His brother Nick is a face-off specialist for the University of Michigan. You know, in the backyard, Nick wants reps. Big bro is going to come and deliver.
6 seconds into this second.
Against Sharon-Lambetti, that fake up top lulls the defender to sleep and gives him more space. And all he does now is answer the bell with a hat trick.
Counting him out for him on the sideline. Kyle Jackson, the pride of Sarnia, Ontario, Michigan class of 2016. It's another face-off win for Cannons. Now 15-5 is their edge.
Throw an extra fake in there. Bam.
I want to go back in time and watch an Albany practice. Lyle Thompson versus Blaze Reardon. Throw a young Connor Fields in the mix too. CJ Costabile has another. It's pole goal city for Chaos.
CJ Costabile made his living at Duke as a defensive midfielder with a long stick who could win face-offs and close the deal. He scored the game-winning goal in the 2010 national title. He's the luxury Andy Towers has. CJ, how are you guys managing who takes these face-off reps with Jerry Ragonese done for the day?
Honestly, it's next man steps up. So we're rotating right now between Rowlett, myself, and Troy. Fresh guy. Just keep hammering home.
What's been your mindset offensively this year? It looks like you're taking your game to another level as a defender who can score.
I mean, listen, they don't slide, keep going. You know, that's about the end of the game, right? Put the ball in the back of the net.
Good stuff from CJ Costabile. That's son Clarella powering the athletes under the helmet. So, Kark, explain this to me. Face-off sticks are short sticks, but now Chaos is rotating their 3 long sticks at the face-off stripe. Why?
Well, the diagonal pass has been open. We've seen it twice this quarter. Same combination for Caro to Thompson.
That's been the duo on the last 2 goals for Cannons. That's coming back on the face-off violation by Chaos. And Cannons again.
An easy score. Cannons down by 1. What I was mentioning earlier, Drew, that last violation by the Chaos. You can't roll out the... Like Lyle Thompson, carry himself in such a positive way. Never retaliates. Never questions teammates. Never points fingers. That he takes it himself.
4 goals for Ryan Drenner. We're tied for the first time since it was 1-1. Here comes CJ Costabile. That shot's turned aside. Josh Byrne had 38 points for the Bandits during their run to the NLL Finals, including a league-high 24 assists, that time playing the role of finisher on the business end of a pass from Dane Smith.
In this league, and that's why I'll argue with Matt Rambo when he was at halftime with Chantel. He said, I'm not going to tell young kids to try BTVs. You got to try them so one day you can do that.
That's right. Chantel's down on the field with Dane.
How?